Girl, I know my selfish ways be OD, but I just express in ways you don't see. Yeah, and you should know that I'm about you. It just ain't the way to love to show me how to, cause I'm not afraid of breaking all rules. I say what I sound, say it to sound cool, and I'm not the type to sound.
Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, I'm Aisha Lene. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You're gonna enjoy. And if you checked out my first video and you're coming back for this one, welcome back. Thank you for coming back and checking me out, you know. So if you haven't, well, as you can tell by the title, this video is a 3-month post-op check-in. I am 3 months post-op now, so I did want to do a video. This is a Q&A of you know, you guys have been asking me a lot of questions. Like, y'all want to know what's tea. Y'all want to be in my business. Y'all want to know everything that's going on with me. So, I'm doing a video for y'all. Okay? I'm going to help y'all out. I'm going to make sure I give y'all what y'all been asking for. Okay? So, I know a lot of people just been wanting to know my procedure, who's my doctor, how I've been recovering, and things like that. And instead of answering you guys one by one, I did want to do a video so that I'm able to get everybody's questions out the way, as opposed to hitting everybody up one by one. Although I do welcome people to ask me questions, and I am always here to help. And I know I do follow my doctor's surgery pages on Facebook and Instagram. So if you do want to know what's tea, I will tell you what's tea. I will let you know the ins and outs. I will sit there and help you out and tell you how everything went and how I came to this point. So I will do that for you as well if you do hit me up in my DM after this video, or if you have any extra questions, you can just comment down below and I will answer all of your questions if you do have any further questions after this video. I am going to do another video of my recovery experience and how that went, so I will let you guys know how the recovery part of it went, but this is just about my post-op and my surgery and my procedure and things like that. So let's get into it. The first question is what procedure. Actually, before I start, I do want to give you guys like a little recap of everything. So I did go to Cali, Colombia for surgery. I know a lot of people has been asking like, where did I go and things like that. So if you haven't checked out my first video, so I did go to Cali, Colombia. I did have surgery, and I do welcome anybody that has any questions with surgery, so just let me know. So let's hop into it. What procedures did I get done? I got lipo, BBL, and tummy tuck. As you guys can see, I'll do like a full body like after I'm done with the video. I am gonna put in pictures and videos of how my body looks, like a body reveal at the end. So yeah, I did get lipo, BBL, and tummy tuck. Yes, this is how I'm so snatched, okay? It was very much needed. I was tucking in my fupa. I did have a fupa. I was tucking my fupa in my underwears, and let me tell you, that ain't cute, sis. That's not cute. Me tucking in my stomach, it ain't cute. And I was doing it for a very long time. I had a son when I was 19. I did not have that snapback like everybody is having now. It was needed, yeah. So, what did I receive from my quote? Now, I'm going to tell you my quote, and I am going to put in like what my package was included and things like that. But let me just say this and get this out the way. Everybody is going to have a different quote. Not everybody's going to have the same quote. I don't want you going back to the doctors and being like, well, she was charged this for this and she had the same procedures. No, that's not how it works. It all depends on how your body is. The doctor will let you know what is worth it for you and what's not. Some people, you know, they get the real, I'm sorry, what's the word I'm looking for? Real extreme lipo, like, it all depends on what you're getting. So don't go off of what I was quoted. So my quote was $6,380, and I did put down a deposit, so I'll let you guys know how that went. So what I did was I hit my doctor up on Instagram. He does have an Instagram page. I hit my doctor up on Instagram after finding out about him from my friend. She went, and her friend went previously before her. So I knew that I could trust the doctor. Their bodies is fucking banging. They look the fuck good, okay? So I knew that he was a good doctor. I saw like up close and personal, like I seen it with my own eyes what his results is looking like. Besides that, I did do my own research. If you're going to go get surgery, make sure you do your own research. Make sure you check in about what these doctors is about. Make sure you get the grittiest of the grittiest experiences. Like if somebody's talking about him, check that shit out. Hit the person up. Make sure you're doing all your research, because you don't want to be out here going to a doctor that's not, it's not a good doctor. Like, you don't want to do that. So make sure you check your doctor out. My doctor was in the game for 21 years, not one death. He's been working with his anesthesiologist for 20 years, okay? Not one death with anesthesiologist as well. His team is his family. He has his brother-in-law working for him, his wife working for him. His wife works as in the recovery house. She runs the recovery house. As I was letting you guys know, I did stay in a recovery house. And yeah, very respectable. Everybody talks about him. Now, the only thing I can say, which it was coming up a lot, is the fact that he's a natural doctor. My experience is I look a little bit more on the vixen side, but I did have the body frame for it. Like, I already had hips. Like, I had, like, my body was, it looks like this because I already had the frame for it. So you can't go for me neither. But they did say if you do want extreme and you do want vixen, you do have to express that a lot. And I was very adamant with my doctor. Let me tell you. I told my doctor, stuff this ass like a turkey, okay? Make sure you get all that fat in there. Don't leave nothing out. And to let you guys know, not all the fat is used. So be sure you let these doctors know what you want. Like, don't sit there and be like, okay, I trust you. No, if you feel like you want to look a certain way, make sure you express that in the beginning. Don't let nobody just tell you what they're going to do to you and just you accept it. No, that's not okay. Never accept anything in life, okay? Always make sure you go for you want. Okay? So yeah, so I hit my doctor up on Instagram. They told me that they do everything through WhatsApp. Now, you guys got to remember, if you're going to DR, Colombia, I know I've heard of some people going to Mexico, but please don't go to Mexico for no surgery, because they're just not getting into it, and the prices might be good, but sis, you want to make sure you come back home safe to your family. Yeah, so if you're going to these third world countries, just make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, okay? So they do everything through WhatsApp. That's the best communication for them out there. Even when I was out there, I worked through WhatsApp, and I was able to connect with my family without having to pay those extra charges. Although I did have extra charges because WhatsApp wasn't really cutting it for me. But if you're trying to save, because putting your plan on the international plan is a hefty penny, okay? Make sure that that is an option for you, WhatsApp. So I hit them up on WhatsApp. They gave me the quote. They told me to send everything. Once they gave me the quote, I did have to pay $40 for a consultation, like online. So I had to send them the pictures. They told me what they think that I should go for and things like that. And I told them what I wanted. And I did have to pay $40 for that. That's like an online consultation. Now, don't think you're doing anything for free with these doctors. If your doctor is going to say, oh, pay $40, pay the $40. They don't want you wasting their time, and you shouldn't be wasting your time with these doctors. If you're not going to get surgery, don't waste nobody's time. So $40 is worth it. Some people charge $50, $60, $70 for a consultation. So $50 is okay in my book. But that's that's how I feel. Not necessarily that's what you guys would be accepted. What you guys would accept, I don't know. But so I paid the $40. The $40 does go to your quote. After everything was finalized, they told me what the price was. They told me that I did have to send a deposit if I wanted to save the date. I sent my deposit ASAP. I had a $500 deposit. I sent that to them right away. Everything wasn't finalized until I booked my flight as well. They want to make sure you book your flight, because although you're paying for a deposit, some people be like, fuck the deposit, I don't care, I'm not going. So until you have them flights booked, they're not making everything set in stone. It is what it is. Yeah, so I booked the flight, I sent the deposit, the price. My package included all my medication, pads, diapers. I know you're like diapers. Diapers is needed because you do bleed a lot, you do leak a lot. So if you're staying at a recovery house, of course they don't want you leaking and bleeding all over their stuff. So you do use a diaper, as well as using a diaper for in your massages. When you do your massages, they will grab a diaper so that you're not messing up the massage table as well. So the diapers was included, the pads, the medication, 10 massages was included in the package. 2 Faja garments was included in the package. All the blood work is included in the package. So everything was included with my quote. I did not have to pay extra for anything. And I know sometimes you're like, oh, I might have to pay extra. You do need to bring extra money. Don't go out to no fucking other country and be like, oh, I'm just gonna bring that and that is what it is. No. What if you need something that needs to be done extra? Like, what if something comes up and you can't stay? I had somebody at the recovery house that stayed in a room with me, and she couldn't even get surgery for a week. Like a week. Sis had to pay an extra week just to be in a recovery house because she wasn't getting surgery. She was getting charged every day. They did not care if she was able to get surgery or not, because you have to make sure you're doing everything that you have to do for yourself. You have to make sure your body is ready for surgery before you go out there. Her stuff went down, so she had to stay an extra week. Like, come on. Make sure you bring extra money. Don't go to no other country and be like, oh, I'm good. It is what it is. No. Bring that extra money, sis. Even if you want to add something to your package. Like, what if you want to add, like, your arms, your legs, anything? You'll be able to do that if you bring extra money. So I would suggest you bring extra money. So yeah, I will include like a picture of everything that was included in my package, as well as the price and things like that. Again, don't go off of what I was quoted, because it will be different for everybody. What was my height, weight, and BMI before surgery? So I am very short, and because I'm short, I do gain weight and I do get very heavy. So I was 182 pounds. My height is 5'3", so my BMI was like 31, 32 before surgery. So when they got out there, they weighed me. So they weigh you, they make sure they give you a COVID test. A COVID test was included in my package as well. You get 1 free COVID test right before surgery, and then you have to get another COVID test like before you leave, but you do have to pay for that, which is $40. It's not bad. But this is in Cali, Colombia. I don't know what it is in like any other country like DR or anything like that, but in Colombia it was only $40 for a COVID test. So yeah, so my BMI was like 31, 32 before surgery, which is good because I didn't want to lose too much weight, because again, I did want to have enough fat, enough good fat for him to use for like my butt. I wanted everything in my ass. Like, I wasn't even worried about the hips, to be honest. Do I have a surgery page? No, I don't have a surgery page because I wanted to do the YouTube thing. I wasn't too sure if I was going to let y'all in my business. I wasn't too sure if I was going to tell y'all what it is. I was just going to pop out. Like, pop out on y'all. Like, yup, new body, who this? But then I didn't want to not let y'all know what was going on with me, because I wanted y'all to be able to experience what I experienced, because I had a very good experience with going to Colombia to get my body done. So I decided to let y'all in on what it is. And yeah, so no, I don't have a surgery page, but I do have a YouTube, and I will be checking in on y'all. And again, I will answer any questions that you guys have. So let me know. Did I ask for hips? No, I did not ask for hips. I already had hips, so I wasn't really too pressed about the hips. Although I did have hip dips, and you'll see in the pictures, I did have hip dips, but I have huge thighs, like big legs. So The fact that my legs is big, I wanted to make sure my butt matched my legs. Like, I didn't want it to be natural, because although natural is fine, and I'm not knocking anybody that wants the natural look, but I didn't want natural for myself. I have big legs. I already had a little bit of hips, so I wanted my ass big. So no, I did not ask for hips. My doctor in Colombia, they are very big on giving people hips, because the hips gives a better projection, like from the front view. So it makes it look like you're very curvy from the front, so that once you get to your butt, it all looks round. So he was like, I'm giving you hips. Like, you're not leaving this clinic without some hips. He was like, I'm giving you hips. So I'm very happy he gave me hips, because it looks good and it all matches and it looks good together. So it's worth it. Everybody asked where did I go to get surgery. Again, I went to Cali, Colombia to get surgery, and I did go by myself, and I was very scared, and it wasn't bad until like the airport situation, which I will explain in the recovery experience, because it's all part of my recovery. So I'll explain that story in the next video. But besides the airport situation, everything was perfect. Like, I was fine. And I met some beautiful people at the recovery house, and I will shout them out in the next video. But those is my dogs. Like, we locked in for life. Okay? If y'all didn't know, then now y'all know. Y'all locked in for life with me, okay? We went through this together. We ride together, we die together. Bad bitches for life. No, but for real. Those is my dogs, like, for real. I fucks with them the long way. So yes, I went to Colombia to get it done. It originated in Colombia, so I got it done in Colombia. And I'm so happy that my friend suggested this doctor, because I was going to go to a doctor in, actually, I was going to go to Gold's Plastic Surgery. And although I've spoken to people that had great experience with Gold's, what I was hearing about them and some people that I did see besides the ones that had the great experience, I'm sorry. Oh, felt like I was going to sneeze, y'all. Although there are some people that had a good experience, and there's also some people that didn't like their results, and I wasn't gonna risk that. Like, surgery ain't cheap. Surgery is expensive. So to be wasting your money on something that you're not happy with is not okay with me. I originally didn't want to go for a round 2. I'm thinking about going for a round 2, because I know I want a few extra things done, and I do want my butt a little bigger. But I know a lot of people might be like, what, you want it bigger? Like, it's already big. That's my business. Like, this is what I want. Like, this is what I want to do. So yeah, I'm thinking about going for a round 2. I'm not too sure yet. More than likely I will. But yeah, it was a great experience for me. Like, it was worth it. You only live once. Live life to the fullest. Like, don't let nobody talk you out of something that you want to do. Do you, sis. Like, if you want to go and get that surgery, if you're going to go by yourself because you can't afford to have somebody go with you, do that. Make sure we're all adults here. Make sure you're safe. You know how to make sure you looking behind your back. You making sure nobody's on you. And although I can't say that, let me take that back, because I don't want somebody to feel like, oh, well, you can't risk, like, you never know. Somebody could be, you know, I don't ever want somebody to feel like I'm downing anybody's experience or how some things that they went through. But just make sure you're being safe. Just make sure you paying attention to your surroundings and what's around you and things like that. So yeah, how was my recovery and the massages, and did I have pain? I did have pain. I'm not going to say I didn't have pain. It was hard for me to walk. And on top of that, I don't know. So anybody that's had surgery knows this. But if you haven't had surgery, I will let you know that you get very stiff when you're laying down and not walking around. This is why they press you and be on your back about getting up, moving around, making sure you don't lay down all day, you don't stay in the bed all day. Because once you lay down after being up, your body gets stiff and it's so sore that you don't even want to move. Once you're up and moving around and you're sitting all day and you're doing things like that, don't sit on your ass all day. Like, get a BBL pillow or get something that's to where you're not sitting directly on your butt, because they do say wait 6 weeks before you sit on your ass. I waited 3 months. I'm still not really sitting on my butt. I am using a BBL pillow right now, but yeah, don't sit directly on your butt, but make sure you're up, you're moving around, like you're doing things, because once you lay down, sis, that's it. That is where I had the most pain. I did not have a lot of pain during the massages, and I know a lot of people talk about that, and I was very stressed out about that. I had anxiety just thinking about it, like, Lord, please be with me. But I did not have that bad of an experience with the massages. And my massage lady, she was using her knuckles to get that liquid out there, get that fluid out. She was not playing. She was making sure that she was massaging me real good throughout the day, which is why I didn't have any fluid once I left. Once I left, I was all drained out. I was able to get regular massages. There was no fluid, although they did open up my hose just to see if any fluid would come out. Nothing was coming out because by the time I left, I was already drained. But yeah, my massages did not hurt. And I kept saying to myself, well, when am I gonna feel pain? When am I gonna feel pain? When am I gonna feel it? And I was thinking I was gonna be crying, snot bubbles, like not breathing, passing out. My friend told me she almost passed out. Like, I was stressed. I didn't even have that experience. No, I didn't have that experience. That's all I'm gonna say. My recovery wasn't that bad. Like, I can't even lie. It really wasn't. And a lot of people was like, oh, maybe it was the medication. But let me tell you, they only give you pain meds and another thing of meds. I think it might be 2 different pain meds. And I did not go through my pain meds. I still have pain meds once I got home. And you only get 1 pack of each. And it's maybe, like 12 in a pack? I had like 5 of them things in each pack once I got home because I was barely using my pain meds. I only use my pain meds every once in a while. Maybe if I laid down and I got up and I was sore. But I wasn't really using my pain meds like that because I wasn't in pain. Like, I was thugging that shit out. I was making sure I was staying up and staying active. Although I was walking like somebody's granny using a walker, I was still moving around. Like, no, I wanted to make sure I recovered quick. I wanted to be good enough by the time I got home because I was trying to go back to work quick. I was trying to rush it. Although my job was so great, they gave me a month off even after I got back. Oh, I love my job for that because they really held it down, POP. Yeah. For me, it wasn't that bad. I can't even be like, yeah, I was crying, it was painful, none of that. Everybody is going to have their own experience. Everybody's experience is going to be different. Although I might have pain, you might have pain. I don't know. But for me, it wasn't painful. Did I get the pain pump? How much? And did it work? I did get the pain pump. I think I had told somebody it was $260, but now that I'm thinking about it, I paid $160 for my pain pump, which is fucking awesome because I know like in DR they charge $350 for that thing. And I only paid $160. $160 is not bad. Like, it was great. I was so happy because, you know, I brought extra money, but I only brought a certain amount because I didn't want to be doing too much when I was out there. But even that, like, I had money by the time I went back home too. So, yes, I did get the pain pump. It was $160. It lasted for 2 days. The way that they gave it to me the day after I got out of surgery. So my anesthesiologist, because they give you anesthesia in your back, they give you 2 shots of anesthesia in 2 different places in your back. he left a line in my back to input the pain pump. Now the pain pump lasted for me like 3 days. They didn't take it out until day 3, and day 3, that's when it was like done and finished. They do say 2 days, and maybe 2 days for you, it may not be for somebody else, but for me it lasted for 3 days. And did it work? I'm assuming so, because I wasn't in pain. Once you get out of surgery, you still feel your anesthesia for like a day and a half. So it could have been the anesthesia plus the pain pump that was like, oh, this is nothing. But even after the pain pump was out and the anesthesia had wore off, I still was fine. Again, I didn't run through my pain meds, so I'm assuming it worked. It may not work for you. I don't know what your pain tolerance is. Mine is very low. So let me tell you, if I wasn't in pain like that, then I was fine. Was the tummy tuck painful, and was it needed? The tummy tuck was the least painful out of the whole procedure. The tummy tuck, I had no issues with that. Like, my belly button opened up a little bit, which my doctor's like, it's fine. It's because you've been hunched over for so long. Now that you're finally trying to stand up, it will open because your skin had got used to me being bent over, which they do say, don't hunch over. If you have a tummy tuck, don't hunch over. Your stitches is not gonna pop. Do you know, like, it takes a lot for your stitches to pop, for you to be opening up your tummy tuck incision. So if your doctor's telling you to stand up, that you're fine, stand up. Because I waited too long and I was walking hunched over for days. I was scared. I was scared to death. I did not want anything to open back up. I did not want to get back on nobody's table. I was scared. But do what your doctor says. They're doctors. This is what they're here for. They're not going to tell you something that's going to put your life in jeopardy. They don't want that. So, that was the least painful. The only thing I can say that was annoying about the whole process with the tummy tuck is I had a drain hanging that I had to carry around until they were able to take the drain out. And then the drain had an extra piece that was attached to it. So you have to make sure you're not rolling over on your drain. You're not accidentally pulling on your drain while you're taking a shower, while you're trying to use the bathroom, while you're sleeping. That was very annoying because I had to make sure I was holding that all day long. And then on top of that, once they pulled it out, I felt every fucking slide. Every time they did a pull, I felt it. They pulled it out in one shot, but they pulled it out so slow, I felt the whole thing come out. I almost passed out. Oh, I almost passed out. I was like, no, I can't. I was very scared. I was holding their hands while they were trying to pull out the drain. I was like, no, please. My drain, I only kept it in for like a week. So, yeah, that was it was the least painful out of the whole procedure, the tummy tuck. And was it worth it? Yes, it was very much worth it, and it was very much needed because, as I said, I had like that fupa, that droopy skin. As you see in the thumbnail, I do have pictures of it, so that's what it looked like before I got the tummy tuck. So it was very much needed, sis. Yes, I needed that. Snatch this up real quick. What products do I use? So let me get into that. I don't have it in, which I'm gonna put in after this video. I just wanted to make sure I showed you guys what it is. But let me start off by saying InstaShape has Fajas that I got my Fajas from. And I just want to be clear, I've had multiple Fajas once I got back home, and nothing is better than InstaShape. The way that I am snatched right now, okay, 21 inches, sis. This waist is 21 inches. The best. Now, I did get this one in. This Faja, it actually comes to my knees. It has 4 latches on this one. I think this one is called the Surrey. I did get it taken in, so I already got it tailored once. And it's like in the back area here is where he did the where he took it in at. And it has 4 latches, so you can use it for as long as you need to with this one. And if your faja can't be taken in, then it's not a good faja. If you're not able to get your faja tailored, it's not a good faja. So let me just be clear with that. With this one, it has like a detachable like private area part where you can use the bathroom, as opposed to like the zipper with the one I'm about to show you. But yeah, so I use this faja on a daily basis. I do have this faja that I use when like I want to go out or things like that, where I don't want it too long on my knees. So I do have this one, and all the fajas have a cotton butt area. So this is cotton, and this one has a zipper, so you can zip it open to use the bathroom. Very big hole, and it has detachable straps so that it can be strapless. And this one has 2 latches, which is why I don't use this one on a daily basis. I do have to get this one taken in as well, but this one only has 2 latches, which is why I prefer to use this one. But there's more options. Now, the reason why I express the cotton part on the butt area is because you don't want your results to get messed up. You don't want your butt to be smushed in. You don't want your hips to be squished, because it can mess up your results. You don't want your butt to be looking funny once you're finally healed. It does take you 6 months to heal. The doctors do suggest that you wear your faja for 6 months on a 23/7 basis. Now I say 23/7 because they do expect you to take it off once you're showering. So they do say for about a good hour if you're outside your faja, fine. But I'm going to be using my faja for the next 6 months on a 23/7 basis. Like, I'm not taking this thing off. I'm sleeping in this thing. I'm waking up in this thing. The only time I do take it off is when I'm showering. Now, I know some people, they take it off in 3 months, or they're trying to get their body used to it. But to have the best results, stay in your faja, please. Now, I do use 3 foams in my faja. I know they all beaten up. Don't judge me. But I use 3 foams. And I use a front board and a back board. So I normally have a front board here, a back board here, and I use a foam here, a foam here, and a foam in the back with the backboard. So I do use my foams on a daily basis. I do still have swelling, like if I eat something with salt in it, if I'm outside my faja too long, because sometimes I may get out the shower and just be lazy and just wait a little while to take my faja on. I do get massages on a weekly basis, but I don't get it every day. I get it once a week because my doctor suggested that I get it at least twice a week for 5 weeks. Now I'm already past the 5 weeks, as you guys know. So I do get it once a week. So I'm not going to stop my massages, but I will say that because maybe I'm waiting too long, I do still have swelling. But the swelling goes down in 6 months anyway. So I do use my fajas and my backboards on a daily basis. I just don't have them in because I wanted to do this video to show you guys what I use. I have this cream that my doctor gave me that I have to use twice a week. 2 times a day. So I use this cream on a daily basis as well. I have 2 bottles of this, which I have to use in a circular motion on my tummy tuck incision as well as my belly button incision. So I do use this twice a day. And I use this here, which is earplugs. I do cut it so that it fits in my belly button hole perfectly. But I use the earbuds because I know sometimes you guys may see like these girls with these stretched out belly buttons, knowing that they got tummy tucks, or their hole is very small and closed. I wanted to have a perfect circle for my belly button because I wanted to look natural. So I do use these on a daily basis as well. I clean the one that I have with alcohol every day, but I do switch it out once a week with a new one because I don't want to be using no earplug for weeks on end. That's dirty. Clean your earplugs, clean whatever you're using, because again, although your incision may be closed, you just want to make sure that you're being safe, and you want to make sure that you're cleaning your things as you're supposed to. Cortisone. Now I use cortisone because I was using an aloe plant. I had stopped using the aloe plant because it started giving me like a rash around my belly button incision. My tummy tuck was fine, but the belly button, I have like a little rash, which you may see in the video once I show you the clips of what my body looks like outside of the faja. But I had to use the cortisone around my belly button and my hips. Now my hips, I did get like a little rash on each side of my hips, like where the incision started, because that's where the fat was settling in, which is common. I know another person from my job who got surgery, and she got surgery done in New York, and actually at Goals, and she got a rash like all over because the fat was settling. So once the fat settles, sometimes you may break out in a rash. Don't get crazy thinking something is happening. I mean, just make sure you're being cautious. Ask your doctor what it is, but if he says it's nothing, then more than likely it may be nothing. So I used cortisone and the rashes went away. I don't have the rashes on the sides. I did just start using it on the belly button area because I just started breaking out in the belly button area. I was using the aloe plant for maybe 3 weeks, and out of nowhere it started like breaking out right there. My skin is very sensitive. I break out over everything, so they may be the cause of it as well. And yeah, so that's it. So I did stop using the aloe plant, but that is one of the things that I was using as well. The next question is, what does my tummy tuck scar looks like? Now my tummy tuck scar, I'm going to show you in a video when I take everything off. I'm going to switch my clothes so that you're able to see what the scar looks like, how snatched I am outside of the faja, what my butt looks like outside of the faja. So I will show you my tummy tuck scar after this video is over. You will see it in the video. And yeah, you guys can tell me what it looks like if you guys like my results and things like that. Now, I have a bonus question before the last question, because the last question I want to save for the end. So the bonus question is, how long did I wait to have sex? Now, let me tell y'all something. I was not playing. I asked him right before I left, like, when am I going to be able to get it in? Like, I was away from my husband for 16 days. You hear me? Okay? I made sure I asked them right before I left. They was laughing at me. They was like, the doctor doesn't do anything to your vagina. As long as you can take it and you can handle it and you're not in pain, do you, sis? So I did me, okay? Maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks once I got back. So I was away for 16 days. So I was away for basically 2 weeks. Then I waited like another week and a half to 2 weeks. So maybe like a month, and I got it in, okay? I got it in. I wasn't waiting. I'm sorry. I wasn't playing. I asked them right before I left the recovery house, let me know what it is so I can know what I'm prepared for, okay? Now the last question, I saved the best for last. Who is my doctor? Now, I love my doctor. Again, 21 years in this game, not one death. He works with his family. He's been with his team for years. His anesthesiologist for 20 years. My doctor is...
I'm really a clown. Why did I start making a drum sound?
But my doctor is DrCarlosVelasco. He is on Instagram. Very handsome. You can look him up. He does have a Facebook surgery page for all his dolls that they do follow. I can leave the information for the Facebook page in the description, as well as his Instagram. But his name is Dr. Carlos Velasco. the best in the game. So there's 3 good doctors in Colombia, and he's one of them. The best of the best. Okay? I will suggest Colombia. If you're looking to have surgery, just look into it. I know a lot of people go to Miami, but let me tell you, Miami, they can only take out a certain amount of fat. New York, they can only take out a certain amount of fat. And Colombia and DR, they're going to snatch you, okay?
I said all the celebrities go to DR. I meant to say Colombia.
This is where all the surgery is done. You could get your teeth done. You could get a G shot, shoot that thing up. You could get lip fillers if you need lip fillers. Surgery. This is where you go to get surgery. Cali, Colombia, although it's a beautiful area, but this is where you go to get surgery. If you want to go like in a touristy spot, you'll go to a different place in Colombia. You wouldn't go to Cali, Colombia. So yes, look him up, check him out. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm gonna show you my results, and if you have any questions, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you turn that notifications bell on so that you can be updated on all my next videos. Again, I'm going to do a video of the recovery house, and I am going to give y'all a lot of content because I do have a lot of things in mind, a lot of things that I want to do for you guys to keep you guys focused. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or you can hit me up on my Instagram page. I can put my Instagram page in my description, but it's also in my bio on YouTube. It's Dope My. Ask me any questions. If you want to hit me up on Facebook, that's also in my bio as well. I do answer any questions that you guys had because I want to make sure you're comfortable, because I was very comfortable. I made sure I asked a lot of questions. Make sure you asking a lot of questions. What I'm going to say is, before I end this video, don't go to nobody that you're not comfortable with. Don't go to somebody that you're not feeling the vibes with. If the team is giving you bad vibes, if the doctor is not being respectable, or they're not giving you answers to the questions that you're asking, if something is in your gut is telling you don't go to this doctor, don't go to this doctor. Don't trust anybody. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure this is what you really want to do. Make sure you do enough research on these people, because you need to make it back home to your family. And I'm not going to say yes, surgery is the best way to go, because sometimes it's not. But for me, it was. And I want to make sure that you guys make it home, back at home, safe to your family, your kids, and your loved ones. So make sure you're doing everything you can so that you get the best results, and you're not unhappy with how you look, and you spend all this money on something that wasn't really worth it. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, see you guys next time.
level up. Nothing about me regular. Girl, I can get it on my own, I'm forever up. But I'd rather have you hold me down like a Reddit does. Are you the type to stick around for whatever comes? I'm not no nigga you just found, I'm a one-on-one. Yes, it might be something.